Well, my name is Troy Kassy. I am 19 years old and I go to Northwestern University in Evanston, Illinois. I am currently a radio, television, film major, and I am in my second year at Northwestern. I intend to graduate in 2013, so 2 more years. My future plans probably entail something in the motion picture industry, hopefully with working with a film production company or behind with the business of actually producing film, marketing and all that with film or actual production, producing, directing. So hopefully aiming to make it somewhere in LA, not necessarily big, but one of the many behind the scenes jobs of the film industry that I really, enjoy. I was journalism last year, and I had an internship in journalism, and I discovered that it was a little bit different than what I had imagined it to be, so I switched to radio, television, film. And I have not done any internships yet, but I did do a short film for one of my classes, and I did that, and I entered it into a student film festival. Didn't get in yet, but it was the first one, so I entered in the film festival, and then my school runs a program where they have internships in Los Angeles, so hopefully next spring I intend to apply to do some of the behind the scenes work and hopefully get my foot in the door. And I'm also taking a lot of classes right now on film, screenwriting. I took one last quarter on producing, so hopefully it all leads somewhere eventually. So what I wrote about was how much I struggled to get a job at first because it was really tough to get my foot in there, and I wrote about how getting a job at school through work study opened a lot of doors for me, and getting a job here over the summer that I had at Albertsons. And I worked all summer, and it was really, really tough sometimes because I was one of the ones that would push the carts. So I got that job, and that really, really helped me to save since I had a more consistent income versus just getting allowances or whatnot. I usually don't get allowances anymore because I have had a job consistently since then, both right now at work study, and then hopefully this summer I intend to work again at Albertsons. So I wrote about how that first job helped me start my savings goals and helped me realize how much of an importance it is to actually have a long-term plan for savings, to save money for Christmas, or to save money for when I have to come back home for flights, or when I have to buy presents for other people, because it doesn't make sense people giving you money to buy presents for them. So that was one of the biggest things too. And then I wrote about how this year I intend to look into more long-term savings options in addition to just simply putting them in savings accounts, like CDs are one of the primary things that I'm looking at for the next year. And all this stemmed from that one job that I got first at my school, which led to the Albertsons job, which kind of led to me getting a more solid footing and having a little bit more steady income that I could save and that I could set aside for rainy day funds and different stuff that relates to school, my books and all that. So the books are very, very expensive nowadays, so that'll probably be used. Another thing that could be very helpful for is room and board, because room and board is very, very expensive. And the $1,000 for example, if they use it towards board, would have your meal plan a lot less cheaper and a lot less expensive than it is right now. Same thing with the room and board, with the room. So I would say it'll help a lot with just make things more manageable for the next year, especially when it comes to the food or the room, and then or books, depending on what it uses. But it'll definitely help. I have a job right now. I work at the bookstore at Northwestern, and so I work there. It's a work study job, but I do 8 hours a week throughout the year. And then during the summer, I intend to hopefully get a job either at the movies or at Albertsons again. And yeah, I found that I had a consistent amount of money in my savings account since I had a job, which was, a far cry from when I didn't have a job. And it's really, really nice to be able to know that you won't run into any problems because you have that money there. And I would say it's also really, really, you feel really, really good when you buy your own stuff because you know that it was you that worked for the money and you're the one that, it's your stuff that you buy. So yeah, I have a set amount in savings that I have for most of the year that really, really helps when it comes to, I have to buy a flight to go back for Christmas or to go back for the summer. So that's actually that, and books are what the majority of my savings go to over the year. So, but yeah, I intend to have a consistent job. Thank you guys very, very much for doing this. I believe this is the second year of the program, and it's just a really, really great way of, helping anyone that applies, helping them out, both with writing skills, with the scholarship, and then just looking at, what your savings goals are. But I'm very, very appreciative. Thank you very much.
My name is Lara, and I'm attending Mission Early College High School, and I've been accepted to the University of Texas at El Paso. Basically, right now I just want to get my bachelor's degree, possibly my master's, and get certified, be a certified accountant. Basically, my mom switched jobs when she was, when we were younger, and that forced her to take a pay cut. So she ran up a lot of debt with her credit cards to make up for the money that she missed out on. And then she put my brother through school, so that took more money, and we started getting more and more into debt. And that's basically it. I was worried about how I was going to get through my first semester of college, and now with the money that I got, it'll help a lot. Pay like at least half of my tuition, everything. Thank you, El Paso Employees Federal Credit Union.